Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe where we're playing more Liminality in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke the GM and we've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Eberus, and I'm playing for you today. Who are you? Your friendly cargo operator.
We've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Gina, and she's looking forward to staking a spider this game.
We've got... I thought you meant like Buffy style, but no, you mean Gambler
We'll see
style.
how the game goes.
We've got James.
Hey, I am James. I play Alexi, the
Berserker.
the berserker. No, Alexi is your all-around scoundrel.
Scoundrel. We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I'm playing Silver, who is awesome, as usual, as all my characters are.
And we've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Volano, who goes under the pseudonym Rudy. He's been drunk for a little bit and has absolutely no clue what's been going on for the last 48 hours.
Drunk Rudy. We've not got a Jared, so likewise Tima's probably just found all that porn collection he had on his datapad that he managed to unlock, so he's been in his room this whole journey.
I'll be in my bunk.
Well, to recap, you helped thwart a coup, you saved a crappy little backwater planet that doesn't get no trade or visitors, and you've taken some of the gold in exchange for delivering one of their diplomaty type people. I mean, he were undercover as a coup conspirator until like yesterday, and then like nope, he's a diplomat too. Educated people are in short demand on this planet if you want them to know how to do anything other than farm. But you've left that shithole behind, and you're hot on the road for Iota Persei with a cargo hold minorly stocked with some goods from that crappy planet. And your sneaky shit, which includes a metallic sphere that seems to be mildly radioactive, that's not really been inspected since it was found inside a giant stone sphere that was covered in carvings and inscriptions. We had a bit of bullshitty chatty time for the journey, but mostly just Dax being space sick, his son Nox being given weed by an adult, not a very responsible adult.
And they've discovered that we don't remember shit.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And that they're stuck on a ship with a terrifying space creature.
Yep. All these things. So that's where we're at.
Where are you at?
Anything anyone wants to discuss?
Who do I blame for the lack of follow through on the theft plan that I was so proud of?
100% Alexi.
Yep.
He did not realize that Dax was in the militia somehow.
So Dax was with us when the ambush was laid.
And
Oh,
that was kind of part of it, but then there would have been an opportunity to go back and thieve from the vault. Except,
We mentioned where we were.
yeah, Alexi said, let's rob that vault now. And Dax were like, you serious, bro?
okay. Well, that will be a conversation for later.
We've had it.
Okay.
It's a conversation for right now if you want to
Oh,
go eat.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, you got something to say?
I was just going to point out that maybe you would be a better criminal if you didn't alert the militia to our plans.
Maybe you'd be a better team member if you had actually said something about him being militia. I thought he was just another man taking a power play.
feel like that was common knowledge.
Walking
we'll
past
have a-
carrying a
That his second
You
in
and
command was
don't.
militia and not just making a power play.
How about this? In the future, don't discuss any crimes with anybody who is part of the crew. Fair?
Fair. And you tell us who it is that you get us working with. Fair.
Unless otherwise stated, assume that we're working with us and nobody else.
That's fair. But if we're working with cops, you tell us they're cops.
Okay.
That's definitely fair. Gina says, not having caught any of the rest of the conversation.
like they're floating by carrying something.
Don't just assume we know that they cops.
Sure, but also don't assume that everybody who is with us is cool with us being thieves.
Circles.
Great.
Floating by.
So we can both agree that we have fucked up.
One of us a little more than the other, but yes.
So does anybody know anything about this place we're heading to?
I don't know
she-
how I would know the answer to that question.
Last session, I rolled a critical success, so I can give you the Wikipedia information on it. So I got apparently that memorized verbatim.
Yep, pretty much. Here's your Wikipedia information, by the way. It has one air quote habitable planet in the system, but it's not that habitable given that it has a super dense atmosphere, roughly 30 times Earth's sea level. Most
Yeah,
of the
but you can live on balloons on it.
That's very true. It is somewhat resource rich, including fossil fuels, and so there's quite a bit of industry in this system. There are lots of people living in space, maybe around 1 billion in this system, spread across lots of O'Neill cylinders, asteroid bases, and really high altitude sort of floaty city-esque things on that planet, but that is very industrial, the habitable air quote planet. It's not really somewhere that's nice to visit.
Well, when we get in system, I'd love to see if it has like a computer network or something like that, so we can get like maps and maybe see if, well, frankly, if any of us have bounties on us there.
Well, we know one have bounty. Two. We know 2. Maybe 3.
Oh yeah, were you here for that, Colin? The bounty
I
hunter who's
don't think
after you
so.
is... Yeah, that planet, the ship that came to the planet was a bounty hunter coming for you.
Oh yeah, that was teased.
But he announced it to the world.
Yeah, he announced it just before the solar flare hit. And just before you left, you never ran into him thanks to very careful timing and a rush effort put in place. That were part of the reason why you didn't rob the vault as well, because you had to leave in less than 12 hours.
Got it.
So yeah,
And I
you
wasn't drunk, I was hiding.
yeah, exactly. You were essentially just hiding on the shuttle that whole time. And Dax and the Chancellor found out, but they didn't care. They were like, "You've stopped a coup. See you later." And so you fled.
Well, I for one would love to see what you're wanted for.
I'm not gonna lie, I would like to know what I'm wanted for as well.
And we can probably look that up without actually walking into a police station.
And how she is involved in this. Point over at
Mhm.
Silver.
Staring at her new
When you
god
say that,
thing.
sorry,
No, go
Go
on,
on.
Hui.
Oh, when he says, "How is she involved?" Hui, who's passing by, he's just gonna type down, with the mechanical boy, just saying, "She's tiny, boss,"
Damn straight.
and then continue doing his work.
I mean, let's be honest. You were also cargo.
We found you in box.
Like
Wait,
I,
no.
I really hope we weren't doing human trafficking.
Wei knows what's up. I'm Tiny Boss. She puts her hands on her hips in like a power pose.
I think Alexi gets that "that's adorable" kind of smirk on his face.
And then she goes back to staring at her insanely opulent ring.
Where'd that come from?
Gaudy. The word is gaudy.
Mm-hmm. There was one thing stolen from the vault.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, Gina pocketed it at the last minute. One of the conditions they set was that they wanted to go and see the gold get taken out of the vault. And while Gina were in there, she yoinked some British crown jewels from the 21st century.
It wasn't premeditated, but there was a failed greed check.
The
So there's a
Duchess.
succeeded greed check, but it was too close.
That's fair. I wanted to fail the greed check.
Anyway.
I described it as Diana's engagement ring, but I forgot that it got given to Kate Middleton, so it was actually listed as the Duchess of whatever she is as engagement ring.
It's just a gaudy monstrosity of a ring.
Yeah, it's
I
hideous.
think it's in the chat if you scroll up.
Yeah, if you scroll up in Discord, you'll see the hideous thing.
You know what? I actually saw it.
That is currently sitting on Silver's thumb.
Like, it's large enough that she could probably wear it in public, and everyone would just assume it's costume.
That doesn't necessarily make it better.
No.
But anyway, yep, there's all the Wikipedia information. She'll tell you any of the things.
Well, it sounds like there's probably some decent sized cities we can check out too then.
Yeah, what are the habitats like around this thing?
There's a lot. The capital is technically an O'Neill cylinder, and it's also the most densely inhabited. You've got records on it. I meant to say this. Did anyone take spare area knowledges?
I don't know.
I got
Like a blank
area
one.
knowledge. That's about it. Oh no, blank ones now.
Let me,
I
seems like I
did
know
not. I've got a point, but I don't feel
That's
like
an
this
earned
is good.
point, though.
Yeah.
I feel like earned points you can spend on area knowledges too to start remembering a place, things like that. I'd be happy with that. But
I don't know, though. You might want to need to be there past the brain thing.
I mean, you are also able to make default area knowledge checks on places you've lived at.
that's true. But there's a decent amount on your systems for this place. The capital station is around that habitable planet, but at a really high orbit around it. It's very close to the star. It's a lot smaller than our sun. So that station orbits at around about 0.5 AU.
Also, quick question. Look, on totally sidebar. Did we ever find out the name for the ship? I can't remember.
No.
It's not on the directory.
It should be. I thought you meant like, did we ever decide on a name for the ship?
I think we discovered the name, but we didn't decide what it was.
Yeah. So the ship has got a name, and you know where it
Okay.
is. But it's still undecided. Because we're losers. me especially. So this is a bit zoomed in. Like there's stuff going on way further out from this planet, this star, than here.
And I assume it's not to scale either.
No, not particularly. But these AU distances are about right, and these are the current positions of the planets at this time of the year. If you open the map, this thing, then at the top, there are two more planets that you can't see on that image, and they're both pretty much in a straight line from where Amelie is. They're gas giants that do have stations around them as well, but they're industrial, like gas harvesting stations. And much smaller. But I think you're getting close enough now that you'll be approaching back down to sub-sea speeds.
Well, someone should plot us in course thing.
I feel like maybe that's an Alexi thing. Is that an Alexi thing?
I feel like that's an Alexi thing.
I think I can help with that if you need it.
Sorry, I was looking at random spaceship name generator. And one that came up that's kind of funny. Desire. So, you know, we've got a spaceship named Desire.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Desire. Go on then.
Like, thank you.
If I don't get an
Spaceship
objection
named Desire.
in the next...
Thank you, fantasynamegenerator.com.
Oh, it's
Because
got
that's
me
kind
out
of
of
funny.
before.
I kind of want to make it even weirder and have the spaceship's name be a spaceship name called Desire.
A spaceship called Desire.
I
is
actually
the name.
really like that.
Yeah.
I forget what the proper either called or named, but
Call sign
Alright.
kind of deal, yeah.
So, yeah, navigating somewhere, going to the, like, capital city, but I also want to roll streetwise to, like, find a dock that's not gonna look too closely.
Okay.
Damn.
That's stealth. What's your streetwise?
I think the same. It is not
13.
16. Oh, it's only a failure by 2, not 3. Streetwise
Okay.
is 14.
Oh, that's something I wanted to look up. How quickly this O'Neill cylinder rotates. Because that'd affect how easy it is to land on the outside rather than the inside. But, essentially, you will get to roughly on this map. You'll probably be taking quite a wide route around Emily. Emily? Yeah, go on then. Just because your warp drive is quicker further away from mass. But by the time you get to here, it's pretty much just too weak to keep itself up this close to a star. No, that's not true. What am I on about? It just gets a lot slower. And people become able to communicate with you quite freely. There's quite a lot popping up on the passive sensors for the ship. Lots of radio signals coming from orbit of Elena, primarily. But signals detectable from all the objects.
Just scanning through them to find if there's anything important.
Can I fiddle around with the IFF broadcast and make us maybe not broadcast our accurate ship name and ID information, just since I know there's a bounty hunter coming after me?
That is an option. You also know that he's trapped on that planet behind you, at least a couple of days behind you.
Sure, but that's not a guarantee of.
You would know that it's very dodgy to not be transponding.
Can I just make up a code, or is it like layers of?
Yeah,
I'd
you can
imagine it's
you
layers
could
of shenanigans.
you can spoof it. It would require some shenanigans, but you've had a week to try and look into that.
Yeah, let's give that a try.
But
I-
also,
I'd be happy if it's like Expanse style, in that like if we fuck it up, we'll just melt the whole system down. Like they're designed like that specifically for that reason.
Okay, so like you brick your ship if you try and spoof it, like Tesla style. Try and mod your car and it explodes.
I mean, not to make it harder for Colin, but just I like the idea that transponders are designed like that.
I would like to know how hard it is before we try, though.
Yeah.
So we have a sense of
Yeah.
whether or not we're actually capable of this.
It depends how good you want it to be. Like,
Oh, just book cover. Like, if anybody cares to look into it, they're not going to be fooled. But it's enough to.
and then again, like changing it is a crime, just about everywhere, and will attract greater scrutiny if discovered.
Say we not do it and then save that for when we're doing crimes.
Is it possible to make a check to see if this is a thing that people typically do or not?
Yeah. Just IQ, I think I'd take, or streetwise.
Sure.
Who's rolling? No, you got it.
So it's definitely something that pirates do on stolen ships, and like a ship can be changed, but it's essentially like making a new ship, and it'd need to be a ship that's registered somewhere.
I kind of think it's overkill for just trying not to be found.
All right.
But like, I don't think all ships can like look each other up, can they? Or can they?
No, not all ships can look each other up. Definitely, there's lots of like pirate ships that just ain't got transponders or things like that.
But like if we wanted to, though, we could track another ship by their transponder. Like we could.
Uh-huh. And you can quite easily just turn it off so it doesn't broadcast anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the transponder is more just so that way the people whose job it is to look for anything suspicious can see the transponders and knock them off, and then any drive signatures or stuff that they see that doesn't have a transponder, like that gets highlighted.
Uh-huh.
Like, what is that?
Absolutely.
Like, I think in general the transponder is more for, hey, we're legit, not it's like actual air traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally only for air traffic control.
And if only they can look it up, awesome. It's just, it seems weird to me that, like it seems like a weird privacy thing.
Well, there's not somewhere that like logs every single incoming license plate number. It's only.
No, every license plate number is a radio broadcasting itself to the world at all times.
Well, that's just because you can't look out the window and see something coming.
Hmm.
But absolutely, ships will log every transponder that they detect, and stations will keep a track of it.
So in other words, I'm just always gonna have this fucking guy coming after me. Gotcha.
That said, though, I suppose it's worth us scanning or monitoring for his transponder as well, if he appears in system.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're
Or we
obvious,
kill him.
he is too.
Yeah, you do have his transponder details now already.
Much like he's always on the look for us, we're kind of always on the look for him.
At least
Actually,
it's fair.
can I program something that detects his transponder on these networks?
Have you got computer programming?
I got computer operation,
What's the default, if any?
probably
I think
not.
programming also has prerequisites. There's someone else who can
Would
help
he
you
require
program.
programming to put him like on favorites or something?
No, not at all. Computer operation will set you something up that can give you an alarm, an alert when he shows up in system. Yeah, you're good.
Like there's a feature on there that that transponder and drive signature detected on local network ping.
You register him as in family.
Find
Yes,
my ship.
I like that. I like that.
And you're on a pretty straight course towards Elena, right?
I think so. That was the big one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the air quotes habitable planet. I mean, the atmosphere, your ship's passive sensors will tell you already on Elena is technically breathable if it weren't for the crushing pressure that would kill you in a few minutes.
I think we're heading towards the cylinder.
Correct. You are receiving directed laser comms from that cylinder. You start picking them up. Requesting docking permits, if any.
This is a spaceship named Desire. We do not have docking permits.
Do we have docking permits?
You don't need a roll to see that you do not have what you'd expect to be docking permits for this place. They're probably referring to system local kind of things. And they will tell you to proceed to the north entrance and head to civilian docking platform A. I would like a high performance spacecraft roll, please, to
Think rotations and shit.
yep, all that stuff. First you gotta come out of field drive travel at the correct velocity. You made it by 3, very nice. Yeah, you can do it, no problem. Takes a while. All in all, from when you arrived at edge of this system, it's probably like 4 hours to actually get to this O'Neill cylinder. And it's been about 6 days, 6.5 days since you left the other system. I made a little map for
There's a
Elena
map.
station. So, this is a tube. Um, just off left of the map is the north entrance, space out there. And just off right is the south entrance, space out there.
The
Cool.
fact that you're not calling it east and west is gonna bug the hell out of me.
Yeah, sorry, west and east. Let's do that.
Thank you.
And they'd probably actually call it like prograde and retrograde because of
Oh yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It has a lot of water, as you can see. Well, as you approach, the outside is pretty intense as well. People do dock on the outside, approaching and matching velocity. It's quite fun to watch. You can see little ships moving around out there as well. lots of twinkling lights, pipes, that sort of stuff. Kit bashed to fuck by some nerd at ILM in the 70s. And right, yeah, the radius is
Seems about 20 kilometers.
that's the circumference, interior circumference. The radius is 6 kilometers. Not radius. Diameter is 6 kilometers. So it's fat boy. And it is a good 40 kilometers long. So actually it's not that fat compared to its length. And it spins. So there's gravity inside. There are 2 pipes that cross the 5-kilometer gap. There is one at that west entrance.
Come on, I even wrote it for you.
Thank you. Prograde.
Oh, so those are what connects the... Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can get in an elevator here and step out of the elevator there. And likewise, there's another one across there. And there is a sort of long tube right in the center that connects this. And that is where lots and lots of spaceships get docked up.
Because there's no gravity.
Mm-hmm. Correct. No gravity in the center. You just have to match the rotation of these things. Try not to hit them as you fly past. But when you've got an area of like 80 or 8 kilometers, I don't know. I forgot all the numbers. There's a lot of space.
You'd have to try pretty hard to actually hit them.
Yes, you
But
would.
yeah, it'd be a 10-kilometer berth to any wall. You got some space.
Alright, let's park.
Yeah, we park.
Mm-hmm.
Parky up. Okay, so once you get in communications range, you'll be asked if you've got anything, like, real time. Anything to declare?
We're awesome. Also,
This
list
is where
off,
we hide
list
the
off
spider.
all the things except the spiders. And the radioactive orb.
Okay, and they'll direct you to a dock and tell you to prepare for inspection and to prepare any travel documents. How long does
I
you
guess the
stay?
spiders going in the radioactive hold with the other item.
I'm sure it's already there. I'm sure it's like one of the first things we did.
Yeah, we had like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. You do get given access to a system network.
I would love to look ourselves up before we hand over documents.
And you also get asked to transfer funds to enable docking, and it is very steep.
Oh, good thing we just got paid.
I forget, did they have any Canum funds at Dutera that they were able to give you? I feel like you got paid
I think we've got
some Canum funds.
Gold.
We got paid in gold.
Gold is the majority of what you got.
I think the funds were the petty cash that we were giving after just finishing or
Yeah,
Although
rebellion.
we've still got coin in their currency.
Well, I will. Now that
I'm
I have a network, I'm gonna open up the ship's bank account if I have access to it.
You could check the ship's funds always.
Yeah, check that.
And,
Is it enough?
and yeah, it's like just barely enough for the docking
Pay
fee
it.
alone.
We'll knock the gold off. We'll sell the gold and get some money.
Okay. It's just, I will point out that to all of you, it is quite obviously extortionate.
There's no. Is there any bartering it? Fuck it.
Do we have a barter?
Nope. We're paying for that.
It does seem airtight. It's pretty much just a website that they sent you to. to like you got to pay before it'll actually open up its docking clamp for you.
Well, that's what you get when you're the only show in town.
And we are talking to the only show in town, or are we just talking to the first people that talk to us?
This is the capital of the system. Definitely not the only show in town.
But like,
oh, in
we're
terms
talking to air traffic control, and not just like a random parking deck, right?
Correct. You are talking to air traffic control.
Okay.
This is government controlled, correct?
It's like I could totally see like a landing port just having a radio that's more powerful than everybody else's.
Good point.
I mean, that is slightly the situation. You do notice
But they're authorized.
that this system is entirely for parking inside the station. You don't see anything regarding docking with the outside, but you definitely saw on your sensors interstellar capable ships docked on the outside. So there
Can we
is
get a hold of them?
maybe if you were to like turn around and say no, fuck that, we're parking somewhere else.
I'll see if I can find get on my phone and just
Might be
7.
more-
You start coming across some stuff, but not quick enough that you could just turn around, and you do also seem to have to go through customs, at least for this first entry.
All right.
Let's just pay it. We've got plenty of gold to sell later.
No one even boards your ship, but you do feel like a weird hum. It's clearly getting scanned with something as well. You can see robotic arms moving around outside it. And your little website, the app for this space station, pings to say that you've been granted entry.
All right.
Thank you for using Docker.
You will everyone that plans to leave your ship will need to take a picture in the app and input some details.
Before that, I am checking now that I actually have network connection. I am checking everyone's faces versus current bounties.
We're doing some research on ourselves.
Give me another roll, Silver. So you do pick up Villano Maleducato.
Okay, just Villano though.
Yeah, it's not got you on there.
Hey Villano,
Hey, what?
put on. Do you have a fake mustache or anything?
No.
It's not an official government bounty that you find. Gina, you also come across a teamer under his other name.
But also not official government?
Not official government, no. Just,
Well, we get to take the pictures, so I'm gonna take both of them, and in the light, just in the worst like fluorescent lighting I can find, where their eyes would be like, pseudo blocked out. Just terrible photo, just the worst.
like, app pings. Like, try again. Try using a better lit background.
I will do that until we get the worst, best possible option that's acceptable to the system.
Is that what you just rolled for?
No, you told me to roll. Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah, roll again, please. Even better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you eventually managed to get a picture of Villano. That's accepted. And doesn't really look anything like Villano. He's pulling a right weird face.
She got me mid-sneeze.
Oh man, we throw shit in your eyes so they're like super bloodshot.
In the skin, because the filters used are like the lighting, the skin looks like a completely different color. Like,
Keeps being rejected for being too yellow.
You look like you've got hay fever.
And jaundice.
And jaundice.
Too pasty. Too pasty for this station.
Like anybody
yeah.
who lives in a space station has a tan.
There's big mirrors that like shine light in through the entrance of this thing, and it's not fully open air to space, but it's not fully pressurized either. There's sort of a thin film of reflective plastic that forms a bar down the center that shines light back in from mirrors that reflect it from the outside.
That's neat. So
Sorry,
yeah, I guess we land.
I dropped something. Aye, but you landed. You can walk out into the station, and there's all sorts to
right.
do.
Well, you two have fun selling your wares, making connections and all that jazz.
Good luck.
Talk to Dax and Nox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I'm just looking now. I'm gonna have to head to the bureaucratic center, I think. Although really, I should probably go and try and find somewhere to stay first. Oh, yeah.
Well, I was gonna go find a hotel, ideally one with a nice casino attached. What do you guys have in mind? She looks at the rest of the group.
I'm gonna panhandle.
Seriously?
I think maybe a little casing.
There's she like looks and is Volano still in, or not Volano, the two still in there?
The what?
The two, our passengers.
Oh, Dax and
Jackson,
Nox.
whoever.
No, they'll leave. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They'll get the stuff
If
and
you're-
get going.
If that's the case, then she would have said, "Yeah, I'm gonna case some places."
All right.
I'm going with you.
Sounds
And
good.
point at Gina, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna sell the gold. Come on, Volano.
Okay,
Think-
I guess I work for this little girl now. He says
Think-
with complete humor.
Think you can find a buyer for the spider?
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah, we can find a buyer for the spider.
Awesome.
Mostly because I don't want it on the ship anymore. So even if we're giving it away, we're getting rid of the buyer or the spider.
Well, Colin, last week we also made it so we faked the computer on the thing to make it seem like there was still a live little girl in there, just in case that guy catches up to us and we need to turn over a box.
Okay.
It's a backup plan.
Awesome.
We should
Yeah.
still get rid of the spider.
The life support monitor on it essentially is just an animated GIF that got programmed.
That's the way to do it.
About what time of day is it locally?
Locally,
Do they have times a day locally?
yeah.
They probably curve the mirror and stuff like that and turn
Yeah.
lights on and on.
Just for like
local,
humans not going crazy?
yeah, inhabitants with certain circadian rhythms.
Mostly,
do it on a-
Gina was going to propose a time to meet back up, but she doesn't want to propose like breakfast if it's lunch right now.
It's breakfast sort of time right now.
You guys want to get in touch for dinner?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Perfect.
I have a phone number now. I will list off my network phone.
Oh yeah, we should make sure everybody knows how to use those. We make sure.
Don't use the radios, guys.
Yeah,
Why not?
Open comm.
I mean, mine's encrypted. Is yours not?
No, yeah, you've got your own encrypted shuttle-based and even ship-based network now.
Oh, never mind. I was
Uh,
wrong.
I mean, it probably won't be great quality. I imagine there's a lot of noise.
All right, only use the radio if we're doing illegal stuff.
Oh yeah, totally. Like the cell phones, we're in a civilized world. Oh, they're going to charge us.
Hmm. It does cost you for access to the network, but your docking fee, I'll say your docking permit covers a week as standard. And it includes utilities such as access for up to 30 people for the system
It's
network.
also one of the things the new wealth system covers pretty well. If you didn't sell down your wealth, you can trivially afford the cell phone fee.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's cheap enough to not have to worry about making rolls. But also, you're kind of rich at the minute. You're at like a negative for having to make some payments that are trivial and you don't need to roll for. But you're also at a positive for having a shit ton of gold in your cargo hold. As long as you can find a proper buyer for it.
Silver's about to make a merchant check with the largest, or a wealth check with about the largest bonus we have.
Blonde's here to help.
So, quickest way to get around is from where you are at minute. Once you get down onto the surface, it will take longer to get between places.
What do you say? Manufacturing or bureaucratic, Volano?
Well, tell you what,
Let's it's probably going to be in the manufacturing area, but let's see if we can find the local ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, you know for a fact that they're going to be below ground, essentially. The station was very wide. There's definitely space below ground where people will be living and working as well. And just based on how things look up here, I mean, you can look out over these residential and commercial areas. It's lush greenery, quite low density compared to how packed it could be, and all this open water's like glittering and clear, and there's very few
So
boats on it.
we can either go underground and sell to those less scrupulous, or go straight to the source and use our R2 adorable and handsomeness to get in with the aristocrats.
Oh, I totally have it in with the aristocrats. Let's try them first.
Surface gravity is not quite 1g on at sea level. It's
Like 0.8
lighter.
lighter. Okay.
Also, I'm shocked that you made that carousing check.
Carousing.
Who?
Alexi?
You.
Oh, yeah, but I'm still choosing to go carousing. I've been stuck on a well, actually, I've been debating it because I think because I made that carousing check, like I know our ship needs things and work, and I'm the one who does that.
This is true. You're the de facto quartermaster.
Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, no, I made that roll. I gotta get that settled. So yeah, Alexi's gonna start making a list of parts and shit he's gonna need done.
You will be able to pay for fuel by pretty much trading excess antimatter for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Top it off.
yeah, you've got a massive full tanker antimatter a minute from previous travel.
Yeah. Then definitely top her off on that, and yeah, just start getting to repairs and making sure that we're not gonna be stuck in the black.
Stuck in the black's good, right? Black's where you want to be.
The red is the bad place.
What's green? Is green anything?
Okay, stuck, floating in the void. That's bad.
Oh, you weren't talking about like accounting. You were talking
No.
about like stuck in that big black stuff that is space, Koi.
Yes. Out on the float, about to load her.
Underflow.
But yeah, great.
You head to the bureaucratic center.
I think we're heading to the wherever Volana Savoir Faire sends us.
Bureaucratic center will get you there, and you're looking out and over. Like, this island here is the highest density luxury residences. Up here, there's some pretty high density but less luxurious, more utilitarian looking dwellings, tower blocky things. And then the further to the retrograde end of the tube you get, the less dense and more luxury it gets. Like, most of these islands have just got a single house on them.
Let's start with the bureaucratic center and then go from there. What do you say, Volano?
I think that sounds perfect.
So you could probably legit just put this gold in a bank and have a bank convert it for you with the amount that you've got.
Probably the easiest way.
I mean, we could also maybe just use the bank. Like, just put the money to work for us instead of buying shit with it. Do we have anything that we need?
Of course. And she pulls out a list, sends you a list on her phone.
Oh, okay then. Never
And
mind.
it's-
Yeah, let's just go to the bank.
It's full of luxurious petticoats and shit like that.
Oh,
What do you mean, use the bank?
to convert it.
To
And then
convert
get
it?
the interest if we open an account or something.
You will be open to scrutiny.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
yourself
see
might
what
not
you mean
want
by
to be
use the bank.
converting it at a bank.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could open an account.
Probably.
Has there been anything we found on me? I didn't find anything when I did my search.
Correct, you found nothing at all. Like, no results for your face.
And I imagine the banking system either does it like with retina scans or DNA or something.
Yeah, biometric data and passcode access usually. But you'd be
Okay,
able to
hey you.
open an account.
He would turn around and look at you.
I think we're moving some gold to a bank.
Oh,
He
maybe
nods
let's go and
gives a-
open before we start just walking around a strange station with a bunch of fungible currency.
We put them in boxes.
I still think maybe it would be safer here.
You will also be subject to taxes. Like, you're looking all this stuff up as how you'd need to do it. And to exchange this amount of gold, you'd like need to be a resident of this system.
All right, then I guess
or you
our
need to
original
pay
plan for
pretty much half its value in tax.
Okay, then yeah, let's find a seedier way of doing it.
that or rich person who was willing to pay for, having a lot of gold. I still say we start with the bureaucratic center for the rich people and then move to the more shadier side.
Yeah, okay.
It is a wealthy
Could
area
you
of
guys
ships.
drop?
Go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
Could you guys drop me off at X location?
We're
before
taking
you-
the elevator, so you can just come with us.
Oh, okay, that's fine too. I thought we were parking the ship near the bureaucratic center.
No, it's all public transport from this section. Like, your ship is parked roughly in this area, floating in the middle, but there is rapid trains every 5 minutes that go all the way between these two towers.
Never mind.
And
See you
then-
guys at dinner.
Rapid elevators that take you between the bureaucratic center and then from the ground there's more train systems and lots of people with flying vehicles. sort of drone style air jet cars,
Like VTOLs.
VTOL stuff. Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
going looking for a
Aquatic
home
Center.
hotel, Gina? Did you say?
Gina's basically looking for Vegas,
You'd find.
or the,
Yeah.
or I mean, there's probably not like a real Vegas. But there might be, to be honest.
No,
But-
that there is. Yeah. Sort of on this island here is quite touristy.
Fair. So we do the whole see you guys at lunch. All right, take care. They get on the same train.
Aye.
I've absolutely done that before.
That it's just sort of here where you end up splitting up.
Yep.
Hui, what are you up
Yep.
to? Do you go with?
I'm going with Silver because she asked me something about an account, and he's going to help her.
Oh, we scrapped that plan. But if you
Oh,
want
okay.
to come with us, you're welcome with us.
Yeah, he'll tag along. He's liking the place. It reminds him of something that he can't put his finger on.
It's always helpful to have a guy with you. This is my man. Hey, Wayu.
Sylvie, you're starting to notice kind of like once you get down on the surface, all of the astute people will notice that there's two sorts of people milling around. Some who are quite tall and slender and look a bit like Alexei, but not quite as tall as him. And then the rest who are, sort of normal people looking. But all the normal folks looking are a lot worse off wealth-wise in what they're wearing and displaying.
Yeah, the people who've lived here their entire life, and then other people.
Whereas
There
the slender folk are clearly wealthy in almost every instance.
aren't many status 0 people here.
Correct. They're all either -1 or 2 positive, is what it looks like.
Well,
And
luckily, Volano and I are at least looking +1, right? Because I think you said my clothing was +2?
your clothing is nice, yeah. Both of you have got quite nice outfits, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, your entire wardrobe was status 2 to 3. Liv, Silver.
I think Liv's my last name now.
Silver
I'm
Liv.
Silver Liv.
On a ship named Desire.
On a ship named
I like
a ship
it.
named Desire.
A ship named Desire.
And
If
it's a spaceship.
if it
named
blows up
Desire.
and you
Yeah.
have to buy a new one, are you going to call it a spaceship named Desire?
No, a spaceship named a streetcar named Desire.
No, the
Ship
spaceship
named
formerly known
Desire
as the
too.
spaceship.
I like it.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, also anyone who's shorter than 6 feet tall will be getting kind of dirty looks if you stand too close to any rich, tall-looking people.
So I'm already coming in as a second-class citizen. We may end up having to go to the local criminal element. We'll see.
See? Do I get the same dirty looks?
Not so
Are you
much.
shorter
No. You are still a child.
What was the height cutoff?
6 feet, I said.
Ooh.
Yeah, everyone's quite tall here as an adult. How about a quick break? We're going just about an
Sounds
hour.
good.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, we'll be right back. We're back. So, you've arrived at the capital cylinder, in the Iota Persei system. You've landed, docked, paid exorbitant dock fees, discovered that this place likely has some kind of underclass of humans who look like you, and a higher class, more wealthy group of people who are taller, skinnier, look a bit more like Alexei, but without all the piercings in most instances. But not all. Thinking about where you can spend your gold. Either way, you're
Not
going
a
to
problem.
lose a lot to not spend, where you can turn your gold into actual spendable cash. You're going to lose a lot whether you do it legally or illegally to taxation. You're going to need to do some just to be able to buy all the things you need to safely take your ship to the next place that you go.
No duty-free shops.
No duty free, no.
I mean,
Well-
well,
Are you just going off that laundry list that
Yeah, you,
I think there's some repeats in there, but I found something that did that and I was like, oh, that's hysterical.
lubricant feeder leaking, not good. Cracked engine coupling, really not good. Oh, a high roller to accept the gold as a state is a really, really smart way of doing it.
By smart, you mean foolish.
and by foolish you mean roleplay and awesome.
Also true.
I'm sure you're confident in your gambling skill.
Gina's always confident. Especially after losing.
The more you lose, the more likely you are to win soon. It's just basic
I mean,
probability.
the odds can't stay against you forever, right? They have to
Right.
change. That's how probability works.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how probability works.
Shut your mouth. We're not going into this.
Don't tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds.
So Volano, how do you want to play this?
I think being off-worlders, they're gonna want to try and pull one over on us. So we'll lean into that.
Then I
And-
should definitely be the one talking, because then they're gonna really try to pull one over on us.
Perfect. And then we'll just have to find a way to we'll play dumb, and we'll just have to flip this script on them.
Are you like my caretaker, or what are you two to me?
I think maybe bodyguard or like retainer or something. I work for you.
Retainer points to you. Body and then points to you and says, like, just
Butler.
general guy.
Hugh will nod.
General guy.
Servitor?
Man, the one who carries things and does things. And...
Even better, like he could be like the what is it, a conservator? Like he's kind of got control of your financial decisions.
That'd be Volano.
Yeah, that would be me.
That's what I mean. Like you could play that angle, like they want to pull one over on Silver, but they have to get through Volano.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that works.
That's perfect.
So, Silver's is the boss, but Volano signs the paperwork.
It does open Volano back up to scrutiny, though.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No,
We-
yeah, well, let's just she's a young, naive girl with a lot of disposable income that they're going to try and take advantage of, and we're going to take advantage of their taking advantage of that somehow after we see all the pieces that are on the board.
Yeah. Like we said, we're scoping it out.
And you are indeed starting with the banking institution.
Yeah.
And then, but we'll do it loud enough that maybe someone overhears us.
Okay. Well, it'd be quite simple to, yeah, you're just heading into the bank saying you've got a bunch of gold that you want to turn into money.
Exactly. And then I'm going to make a fuss when I hear about the off-world taxation rate. And like, you know who I am?
No, I'm sorry. Silver Live? Sorry. These are standard fees that apply to everyone. And then, yeah, you just make a big noise and then leave or something.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get the rates and stuff like that we already knew. But also make it known that, you know, if we have to just sell this stuff to the bank normally, then we'll do it begrudgingly.
Fair enough.
But make a fuss, and hopefully someone rich hears that a little girl has an unknown amount, but at least pallets of gold.
Yeah. Everyone roll.
And then acting, what do we want? Or action?
No, oh yeah, I would like a roll from you, please, for acting. Wow,
Holy shit.
that's great acting.
Damn. Nice.
Maybe a crit, I don't know.
That is a crit on acting, yeah. Impressive. Is that not a loss, Gina? Sorry, on the macro.
No, it's an opposed roll. Oh. Oh shit.
Let me make
Nope,
my.
you might be right.
Oh no, I see. Yeah, because it's just the first one that counts, right?
It's an opposed roll. So, I see. It's the higher. What the fuck?
It's the double or nothing issue that I've got.
Yeah, let me stare at it for a little bit. I think you might be right though.
But sorry, I got distracted.
But yeah, don't be distracted by me though. Focus on them.
Gina's gambling. Well.
And then once we'll leave, we'll go to like a nearby coffee shop or something in plain view.
Aye, there's places where you can sit outside. I mean, the weather's always nice here. There's lots of outdoor cafe-style seating here.
Perfect.
Every afternoon for 10 minutes, there's a light sprinkle.
I should ask what people might have on them in terms of weaponry and armor.
None.
None.
Yeah, nothing.
Cool.
Actually, maybe the ceremonial
The rapier.
rapier.
Yeah, I thought you
just
might
because
have the...
I'm her bodyguard, and we have to play up the high society thing.
A few people have looked at it. You've definitely not seen anyone else with guns or swords, except for security staff. But you have seen security staff with, like, submachine gun-looking things. Personal defense weapons.
That's perfect, though. If people are looking at it, we're playing up this exact scene that we want.
I could do a little map for this, maybe. Everyone roll perception first.
Technically, I think you're supposed to roll in these instances.
Technically, I
Sounds
am.
like a lot of work.
And then tell you if you see it or not. Ooh.
I don't think I see anything.
No, you don't. So, you kind of sat, all three of you, up to a little table, sipping coffees. When you suddenly hear running footsteps and someone has grabbed Liv, made an all-out attack, like a pretty shady-looking fella, honestly. wearing like one of those burglars' beanies, scruffy overcoat, like pretty much just runs up to the table, puts
I
his
don't have
arms
combat awareness or anything, right?
around your shoulders. Roll 3d6. What did you want to do? Well, everyone roll speed first. Unless, well, yeah, everyone roll speed. Who's right
That's
here?
a you thing.
Sorry. You can actually do it now. I put your speed in your sheet properly.
Oh, you put my speed in there? Okay.
Yeah, you've got some stats in there. I need a person.
Well, I'm faster than I thought I was going to be.
This person's kind of slow. Villano or Hui, do you have combat reflexes?
I sure thought I
I-
did.
I don't think I have combat reflexes, just trained by master, absolute direction, and perfect combat.
Trained by a master definitely includes combat reflexes, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it does. Then yes, I do then.
So yeah, you're all sat down at the minute. Shall we get a very quick map up? I can do this super
Now, let's
easy.
just imagine it. I think we're good.
I'm fine with it, just imagining.
All right. So yeah, you currently sat down. This guy's like 2 yards away.
I would I have been able to do something Jackie Chan-esque, like still sitting down, move my chair to like I trip him?
You'd need to first stand up and grab the chair, kind of thing.
I don't think so. He could bounce back in the chair with an acrobatics, like make him and the chair a blockade.
It kind of
Well,
needs to be
it sounds more like he's just kicking a chair into his path.
First, you need to stand up as quick as you can. Have you got acrobatics?
Yes, I do.
Then you need to do a kip up maneuver, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty is from sitting. Probably like -3 if you've not got the technique.
I don't have the technique, so acrobatics at a minus or kung fu at a -3.
Give me acrobatics at a -3 to stand up first, please.
So the risk of this is if you fail, you spend an action standing.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do anything to give myself a bonus on this, right?
Not in this instance, no.
Okay, rolling at a -3.
I'll let you use extra effort. You can spend an FP to get.
Okay, I'll do that.
It'd probably only give you a +1 though, really, or maybe a +2. That's what you get for defense.
So that would be at a -1?
Yeah.
Or a
acrobatics. Acrobatics -1.
That will give me a success on the nose.
So
and a -1 to
Nice.
FP.
you're instantly out of your chair, and now it'd be a kung fu to kind of kick it at him.
Okay.
Are you sure this wouldn't technically be a dodge?
No, on his last turn, this guy did this, and then it's a new round, and so Hui stands up.
Oh, so he's currently got me. Okay.
Yeah, this guy behind you is grappling you right now. And yeah, 9 versus 14 on the kung fu. That's gonna manage to kick the chair at him. He does not manage to dodge the chair. Hits him. Show me thrust damage.
Okay, I need to take away the bonus from the machine.
Machine bonus.
Yeah, because it was a +12, and that
Yeah.
made it a 2d6, so it's just 1d6 -1, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, that would make it a 5.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Ow.
To the 7, is that a leg?
I mean, I think it would be a leg no matter what.
Pretty much. I don't know, he might have kicked the chair up at his face.
Well, he's mostly trying to get him to trip so that he releases her. His instinct basically kick in at minus as fast as a second.
I guess technically it was wild, but anyway, it's a leg.
Yeah, this guy like screams. Oh, I need to get my calculator up, don't I?
You do actually.
Because it's conditional injury.
That's gonna hurt to the leg, man.
Yeah, it is. Conditional injury calculator targets max HP. Is that penetrating damage taken was that, and it is crushing. And what just happened? It crashed. The bastard crashed.
God, fire the programmer.
Yep. He's not here, so I can't berate him. Alright, let's try again. 4 penetrating damage, because he has got a tiny bit of DR. It's crushing.
So
Nope.
what we're doing, I realize we haven't been describing things.
We haven't
So-
at all.
Conditional injury is a supplement in the GURPS books that where you kick it, or where you it's more about pain and how much you've taken instead of the raw HP like we normally do.
Oh, it's not a bug. I'm fucking up. You meant to enter the number. Not the. I think I'm using the old version. Hit location, neck. What am I on about? Oh my god. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
All right,
by
fire
my
the
own-
GM.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I'm so sorry. Oh, this time it also tells me that this thing's different every time I open it. It's haunted. Hit location. Leg. Normal. Yeah, the issue is I've got 2 versions that are slightly different from each other. He does succeed his HT roll for pain. He's not already wounded. And you have crippled his leg. You hear a crunch of like bone breaking. And he's knocked down on his arse. Liv, he's dropped you. You're still sat in your chair.
He picked me up in the chair? Oh no, he just grabbed me before.
Yeah, he just grabbed you.
You can stand up.
Alright, Villano.
I think just stand up. I'm not super fast.
You all see a couple of other people come running up. Like someone's already screamed at a table next to you, and the rich-looking people are kind of like, "I never." Monocles dropping in coffee cups, and then these 2 guys run up and kind of crouch and put their hands on the pal.
Oh, they're pals. Okay.
Yeah. They like barely even looking at you lot. Hui, do you do anything else? You're already stood up and ninja-like.
We have hot tea.
This is true.
Yeah, the guy is not trying to run away yet, right?
Then there's 2 more of his buddies.
Two friends just ran up and kind of like each one grabbed underneath the arm of this person whose leg you broke with your chair. The chair did that explosion and like dust everywhere when it hit.
Oh, okay, so I have no chair. I'll drink my tea standing, but I'll be like sitting next to Silver, kind of like watching her over and just looking at the guy,
Oh,
thinking,
standing.
yeah, like just standing right next to you while I start thinking, why did I did that and how did I did that?
So you
He's
just
just
you just legit look down at these 3 guys and pick up your tea and drink it.
yeah, like he's trying to figure out what just happened as he is as surprised as you are.
I know Kung Fu.
Take a step away from these gentlemen while grabbing my tea.
Villano? Did I skip Villano?
It's my turn now, isn't it? I
Yeah.
stood up last time. I'm drawing my sword this time.
Radio. They kind of pull him up to one leg, take a step back as they do so. Hui?
I look down at Tiny Boss and I just kind of like look at her with a look of what you want to do with him.
Wait for direction. Liv?
I am tossing my hot tea at one of the dudes that just showed up.
Just the liquid or the full cup?
Just the liquid.
3d6, please. Aiming anywhere in
Liquid
particular?
projector.
Nope, just I'm wilding it.
Go on.
If she's British, she has advantage on tea tossing.
No, you gotta roll self-control first. On a failure, you can't do it. He kind of just like blocks it with his arm, but then it splashes on him, and he goes like, ah! Villano?
I'm stepping forward towards the whatchamahidgets. I'm gonna try and look intimidating, which of course I don't have intimidate, so let's do acting instead. I'm gonna act intimidating.
I don't think I make it.
Yeah, intimidation is acting at a penalty, I'm pretty sure. Potentially more than 2, but it is opposed. This guy raises his eyebrow at you. Not that one. The one who didn't get splashed with tea is looking at you and just raises an eyebrow, but the one who did just says, fuck this! And he takes a step back, turns around, and then starts sprinting away. 4 kilometers away.
That's a fast man.
And
Suddenly supers.
this guy just pulls his friend across, like, back a step.
So we need to figure out what happened. So we can't let all of them get away.
Hui? Live through
Wait,
a tea
technically
at
it's
that
2
guy.
actions.
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
live through a tea at that guy. So,
Is the guy that drew the tea still with the guy below, or just one runaway?
the one she threw the tea at started running away. But you would have been able to do something straight after she threw the tea, because you were waiting for it.
What kind of kung fu thing I can do to stop him? Oh, I got
You have
tossed.
tea too.
Can
In your hand.
I would like to improvise throw a weapon and grab the tray. I'm not sure if we are served tea in one of those big metal trays.
Yeah, you've got a silver tray on the
Big
table.
round ones, and he's gonna like toss it as a frisbee on the back of the head of the guy and see if he can knock him down.
The one who's
Backhead.
running away.
Yeah, like a frisbee. I'm not sure if you picture the ones that I'm talking about.
Oh no, this is great.
Yeah, I know the
Yep,
one you mean.
I'll try that.
What's the minus to the back head? I can't remember. Is it a 3?
It's a -5 if you go in for the back of the head.
Okay, I'll
Back
go
face.
for the back of the head, but I will do it with an FP.
Or all out?
If you go all
All
out,
out.
you get a +1 for a ranged attack.
Okay, I'll go all out, and I'll do it frantically. No, furiously. No, what was the name of that?
Feverishly.
Feverish.
That's for dodging.
Yeah, that's for
Oh,
dodging
that's for
only.
dodging. Then just all out to give it a +1.
Although extra effort might allow you to get a bonus. I need to look into this.
Are you doing all out for the bonus or all out for the damage?
No, I'm pretty sure extra effort can just give you extra damage or
Yeah.
range on a thrown
Oh,
attack.
then I'm looking for the bonus, so I don't think that will work. So...
We'll go for the damage anyway.
Okay, I'll go for the damage then too.
I think you might prefer bonus because I'm pretty sure you're going to be rolling against DX for this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it'll be a DX -5 +1.
So
DX
DX
that's
-4.
just with all out, right?
That's
Yep.
with the all out only.
But I do have improvised drone weapon.
Oh, have you got that as a skill?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
use. Yeah, it's that -4 then.
-4 +1.
-4.
No, just minus 4.
overall.
With the all out?
Yes.
Okay. That was 4, and I rolled a
Wah, wah.
failure.
Yeah, no, it whiffs past his head. He carries
Yeah,
on.
never mind.
But then it's your turn. Oh no, because you would have had to pick that up and then throw it. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
that way. Yeah, Liv, Europe
Can I take a picture with my eye?
with your eye. No.
Okay, I didn't know if it could feed in. I could give it data input to my phone. I'll pull out my phone.
Pull out your phone. Villano.
I'm gonna Is anybody within like actual charge attack range?
What's your move? 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's the reach of your rapier?
Combat. Melee.
Probably
Rapier,
1.
Thrust. 1 or 2.
Yeah, you can make an all-out move and attack forward and swing or thrust.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a thrust to the
Do you want the guy who's already injured or the guy who's trying to help him away?
guy who's trying to help him away. We're gonna go for the vitals.
Damn.
What's the minus for the vitals?
3. He's in close combat as well, so you're attacking into that. I think that might be an extra -2, but you still make it. He tries to dodge. He fails. Getting my macro ready. Macro. Python.
The
Script.
fool. That's what he gets for trying to help his friends.
Whew. That could be worse. That could be a lot worse.
Vitals, so it's ×3 for the vitals.
Yep. But it's
Still out.
well, not in this. It's all based on other things. Hit
Oh,
location
right.
is vitals. Normal. HT for pain. It hurts when you get stabbed in the vitals. He succeeds that. He's not already wounded. He must roll HT for knockdown and stunning. He succeeds that. But he's also... Oh, no, he were at -5 because it was the vitals. So yeah, he lets go of his friend and drops to the ground. His friend manages to kind of stay stood up on his broken leg, just one-legged at the moment. He does not recover from stun. This guy hobbles back. This guy just is sprinting away. I think we should just end this combat, really. These guys are both stunned and knocked out. You can easily pin them, get your knees on them.
I was gonna try to take a picture of the last guy, but yeah.
The one running.
Yeah, if he like looks back or something, I'm recording.
Okay.
I want to like try to get his face.
Give me 3d6. Yeah, you managed to get some blurry little shot of his face.
And then I will wait for the authorities.
They do not take that long to arrive. A group of like 4 security guys. 2 of them stay stood back. They were in the fascist looking mil-spec gear almost. Those guns they've got are clearly quite high TL8, early TL9 caseless ammo SMGs, and they were in pretty potent looking ballistic armor. What's this then? What has...
These men tried to kidnap me. I'm gonna start crying if I can.
Yeah, we have absolutely no idea who they are, where they came from, but they did indeed try and kidnap this little girl. And I think everybody here will probably testify to that.
A couple of people at nearby tables were like, "Yep, that's exactly what happened." Security guards will like look at you and they're like, "You all okay?"
Yeah, just fine.
What's your names and addresses, please? Are you locals? Or are you
No,
tourists?
we're on a ship that came in today.
Sorry for the inconvenience on your first day.
Yeah, so are we. This is not a very warm welcome.
Do you have your ID numbers for your visas? Probably not called visas.
Yeah, we got them.
They'll check those, look you up and down, say like, okay, and then they'll.
It's a terrible picture.
Yes, they will. He will say that. He will look at it and say that's a terrible picture.
I'm not real photogenic. I'm sorry.
Hold out your device, please. Anyone? He says.
I will.
He like swipes his across it, and it pings across his contact information.
And I just wanted to do some banking for a lucrative opportunity.
One of them, you said, got away? Did they take anything?
Send a picture.
Check your pockets. They didn't take anything, did they?
All I have is my phone and my violin.
Are you wearing that
Strapped to my
gaudy
belt.
ring?
Yeah, that's still attached, right?
Yeah, you've still got the ring. They've not taken the ring. No, what the fuck am I on about? It's gone. Ring gone.
They didn't get in a really good grapple.
No.
Would he have not dropped it when I tossed him with the chair?
Mm,
He
It
was the
would've
one on
been
the
that
ground,
guy.
right?
Oh yeah, it was that guy who's still here, isn't he?
He should still be there.
but then he dropped it when the chair hit him, and then his friend picked it up as he ran in to grab him under the arm. And then
Okay.
he's the one who thought, fuck this, I'm running away, because he had a ring.
I'm fine with it being gone. That's what I deserve.
Are we still able to chase him?
Probably a little late by the time we realize it's gone.
Yeah, like 5
But
minutes have passed now. Go on.
I will tell them and serial number and all that.
Serial number.
No serial number, but I probably had a picture of it, selfie.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do our best, but honestly, Muggins and what have you are up recently. Try and stay
The
away from.
mistress is a very rich woman, so it could very well have been a kidnapping attempt.
Try not to flaunt too much wealth. He'll gesture. You're kind of like in a little square area where the bank's at one side and you've just walked across it. But there's these subway access looking areas, just stairs and escalators heading down into the ground in places at street corners. And he gestures at those and he says, try and stay away from access to the outside. That's where the scumbags wait around. They run down to the little rat warrens where we can't keep track of them easy.
Is he a local or is he a planet sider?
He's local. He's tall and slim. All these security guards are.
Yeah, I think it might be time for someone else because we've left James and
Yeah.
Gina for like 20 minutes.
Alexei.
I feel like at this point Alexi's got the list made.
Oh yeah, for sure. and you've definitely not got enough money for it if you go in.
Yeah, I guess at this point he'll go join Gina.
Is Gina down, Cash? I need to scroll up and check that.
Gina is not down. Cash. Those two numbers were degrees of success. Gina versus the world.
Okay.
But
And then you looked at.
it was definitely confusing enough that I had to like triple check it.
I got confused what your second two rolls were, but it's you used luck on it, and that first attempt was a.
Was just for the wealth to raise the stakes to start.
Got you. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gina's having a blast. Join us.
Yeah, and then I guess Alexei. Okay, here's a question. Can I drive the shuttle around?
You can drive the shuttle around. Yeah, you have to pay a fee, but it's included in your docking fee that you paid for this first week.
Great. I hop in the shuttle and go join Gina.
Gina will give you a room number to check it at.
Well, I'm sure there's like some landing
like a valet thing or something.
Yeah, or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some form of parking.
Have you got driving?
I don't have driving. I'm taking the space shuttle.
You're taking that shuttle. You're gonna fly the shuttle down.
That's why he asked.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I think that can be done.
I mean, it's really not that big.
No, it's pretty small. People do that for sure. There's private citizens that like fly right out to space and then back in and land on, the beach that they've got on the private island out here.
And I'm sure her building that she is convinced she's super wealthy has got a place to land.
Like a helipad or something on the roof?
So yeah, taking the shuttle.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that thing needs a long distance. I can't remember. I also think it's got like radioactive engines, right?
Oh, does it? I mean, if it's inconvenient for this, I'm totally willing to take something other form of
She can
transport.
take mass transit.
Like, I can totally do it. It's just I was thinking about showing up in style. Because that thing's stylish.
Have we got
I mean, we own a spaceship. We've at least got some equity.
Yeah. I need to check my pinned messages because I need to look at your landing craft again.
Rent a limo?
The shittle. What type?
I do think we need to go in those air cars. Even if it's just a rental.
Yeah, I don't think your nuclear thermal ram rockets work well for this situation inside.
Fair enough.
You would just
public transport. It is.
Yeah.
Alexei,
we need you to take an emissions test.
Glowing green skeleton emissions chester. This is a swanky place, Alexei. Way nicer than the last place you were.
A place that I am incredibly underdressed for.
Almost definitely.
Nina! I'm going to the party.
Pretty good. I'm liking this. It's simple, but they just use horses, and they race them. But no jockeys. It's weird. I think the horses are trained.
That is weird. Can you make enough money to get this list and show like a list and an estimate of cost?
I mean, probably. She doesn't look, but she seems confident.
Because we're gonna need some capital if we're gonna keep flying too long.
I mean, are we in a hurry?
No. But it
All
would
right.
be good to make sure that the ship could be in a hurry.
Give me a couple days to enjoy myself.
Gina's hooked on animal gambling. It will Bronze Rock races back on Dutera, and now she's racing horses.
It's just more fun.
Mm.
And I feel guilty taking money from people.
Okay. There's blood sports here too. Boxing.
Never mind.
Hmm.
But yeah, I should be able to take care of it.
Martial arts.
Just probably not today. Like, if I cash out too early, they'll probably kick me out of the suite.
Fair enough.
Pretty much as.
Well,
oh yeah. In fact, now that you've been seen talking to Gina for like more than a minute, and she seems to know you, someone walks over with more drinks for you, Gina. You've barely finished your current glass of bubbly alcohol, and it's not even lunchtime yet.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark?
Sir?
Do you have, I believe they call it scotch?
Right away, sir.
Alexi's face kind of glows with that. Like, I've never had real scotch.
I know
I don't think so. I
it's
feel
nice.
excited about that.
Not tall. Some of the dealers are tall, but barely any of the staff are.
That's an interesting question, actually. So I'm taller than these guys, but I'm dressed like the Undercity guys. What kind of reactions am I getting?
You're definitely getting looks.
Okay.
People are staring at you occasionally. And like losing.
And you're probably not the first person from off station to look the way you look.
That's a good point.
But
the tattoos and the piercings probably help to mark.
Yeah, if they're
My
elitists, they
heritage.
probably recognize what you are.
yeah.
Better
Gotta
than
say,
anybody from the last place. Gotta say,
I'm really liking this place. How about you? What are you looking forward to?
making some money.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, no, that's fair.
No,
To money.
I so far have felt most comfortable being on our ship back there. Every time we get off of it into a place like this, I just feel... I don't know how to explain it. Anxious. I feel like I not trust anybody.
I mean, there's a lot of people around. I'll give you that. Like,
Not just that. Gravity. I prefer the float.
really?
I feel like I'm supposed to be on ship.
To each their own, I guess. Well,
Mark comes
thanks for joining us, though.
Mark comes back with a scotch and says to you, Gina, should we arrange an adjoining room for the suite and a wardrobe for the gentleman?
Please, I think everyone would appreciate that.
Right away.
What do you mean wardrobe?
She waits for him to leave before she answers, but then says, "You're a little underdressed for this place."
Grease stains.
Yeah. That is fair.
I mean, if nothing else, they'll wash your stuff.
General space crud.
No, they can't watch this. This shit don't come out.
Sentimental?
No, literally, this don't come out.
There's
Have
no
you ever tried
solvent
to get-
strong enough.
There's no solvent that gets antimatter oil particles out of clothes.
How is
Without-
the shirt still intact?
Also destroying the clothes.
Well,
The oil is also holding it together.
Load bearing?
Slowed buried stain.
it's from leak. You can see the stain on side of ship where the leak happened.
Antimatter leaks, no big deal.
I don't remember the leak. It must have happened well before Space Spider,
I hope so.
but apparently I fixed that leak because I found the stain today.
She looks a little concerned, but then shrugs it off. So I'm thinking steaks for dinner? You're not vegetarian, are you? That sounds wrong.
Oh, I love meat whenever I can get it.
Well, I'm not sure if they do real meat here or not, but we're gonna find out.
They do. You probably like got a menu that you were about to start reading when he arrived for the, ultra star restaurant that's in this casino. And they serve horse here.
Ooh.
It's much like the Bronterox, where you would eat the winners, except here they eat the losers. But there's all manner of livestock genetically engineered to mature faster that they ranch in the agricultural district, which has got a fair bit of space to it.
So how creepy does the menu get? It's actually a reasonable gauge of how creepy of a society it is.
There's no people on it.
Okay.
There is veal, though.
Fair.
You suspect the only reason there isn't whale is because they've probably not got deep enough water.
It'd be a lot of effort to move a whale to here.
You bring a baby. You'd bring baby whale. Freeze it in a block of
That's a
ice.
good point.
Yeah.
You could fit a baby whale in your shuttle. you just stick Huey in back with a bucket of water to like mop it down every couple of hours.
So I'm imagining we're actually having a similar conversation sort of in-game at the bar, talking about like, how would we get whales here? Yeah, right, with just like random people at the bar.
Y'all want a whale? I can get y'all a whale.
No, we not want whale. We are in shipping business, so we just discussing logistics.
Oh yeah. Y'all need to move a whale? That's interesting.
No.
Well, it's hypothetical, man.
It was a hypothetical.
I mean, that said, if you can move a spider,
Oh yeah, right.
What kind of spider?
A big one.
the space kind, I think they're called terror spiders. Spiders?
Oh, yeah.
I know a guy.
Your guy still alive? When's the last time you spoke to him? This guy's, it's the Texan with the guns from Simpsons.
I mean, as of a couple of weeks ago, they were okay.
Might be interested. What's your name, Missy?
Gina, how about you?
I was going to call him Tex, but I've already got a Dax and a Nox. I do not need a Tex. So it's
Fair.
Jason.
Kentucky or Alabama work equally
Sure.
well.
My name's Jason. Jason Voorhees.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Tips his 10-gallon hat at you.
Let me give you my number. We'll get in touch.
What's your capacity? Oh, right.
Oh no, I'm looking to sell, not buy.
Yeah, sorry. My mind did a fart and I forgot we were talking about the spider.
Possibly how big?
Yeah, well, I think I could maybe set something up for a fee. I mean, I'm not myself looking for spiders, but I can talk to people who might be.
Yeah, if you know a guy, finder fee is totally doable.
He grins.
Make it a percentage, because then the client is paying and not us.
Those are things that somebody without penalties to merchant would do.
We'll do it for 10%. Wait, why did I go? Damn you, Luke.
You are the worst at maintaining accents, James, and I love it.
I know.
I think I'm equally bad.
What if the spacers have a racial thing where they tend to adopt the accent that they're near?
Mm.
It's because they're travelers and stuff.
I've taken trips to the South before where it's just easier to affect an accent so that people understand you. Like, even if it's comical, it's easier for them to understand what you're trying to say.
Same in this country, but I'm reversed. I'm in the bad talky place.
Well, maybe we should get back on topic though.
Yeah,
There.
I think
No, for 10%, for a 10% finder's fee, I think that sounds fair.
we'll see what I can rustle up.
Sounds great. We're going to be here for at least a week, probably more. It's a nice place.
I'll not waste time, and yep, lovely place. That's why I'm based here. And yeah, he'll give you his card, and he's like, "This is my business. I run the thing."
Nice.
And yeah, he is some kind of animal merchant, it seems. Interstellar animal merchant.
That sounds really cool.
That was so
You-
fortuitous.
Almost like somebody has serendipity.
This is. You did choose to go to the horse racing specific casino.
True.
Though, I'm sure before we can get dinner, they won't let me in my current state.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Sir, we do not have a blazer or pair of trousers that could rectify this. Please go shower and return more appropriately attired."
So, yeah. Should we head to the room, Gina?
Yeah, sure. Let's go get changed. I'll send a message to everybody, let them know.
Everyone else might be sending a message to you now that you just got ripped off. But
Actually, I am currently filling out a station insurance claim
trying to fill out
because this
stage.
is clearly their fault.
Wait, did they take the gold too?
No,
No.
it would just.
Oh.
They only had that ring on them, but it was Silver's
Okay.
ring.
Gina sends the name of the place with a link to their dress code.
Roll 3d6 for me, please. Live. Locating and filling out. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. You might
I
actually
imagine
find.
I have
I
bureaucracy.
can probably help her with any administration stuff.
I'd be shocked if I didn't have paperwork
Paperwork.
or administration. Sorry.
You got some skills. You do indeed manage to find that it's a thing you can potentially do. You've done the right thing by reporting it to the police to begin with.
Great, I will do that. And in the meantime, the rich people that were about, did any of them seem sympathetic or interested after the kidnapping attempt?
Most of them seemed sympathetic, yeah.
Oh, I cannot see shit. Maybe someone else should, be a spotter. I'm too wrapped up in on my phone being angry and typing. Or staring off into the middle distance typing.
What you're looking for in particular? You think, Villana?
Somebody who is paying attention more to like us and less to the situation, if that makes sense. Like, everybody slows down to look at a car wreck, but if people are actually paying attention to us, then they are a potential mark, or at least somebody worth making an introduction.
There's an elderly couple that definitely like watches you for a while afterwards, and like are whispering clearly about you two a lot. You three.
I will go over and make casual conversation. Just like, this is our first day on the station. Does this sort of thing happen a lot?
They're like, "Oh no, sorry, you are a sec." Ah. And no, not at all. This is shocking, I say. But I've been reading about it in the news. This has maybe been starting to happen more often. The below grounders, they're ungrateful for what they have here. They don't realize that by attacking visitors and such, they're driving away their own livelihoods. Tuts shakes his head.
So maybe this isn't a great place to be looking to invest our money then.
Oh no, there's plenty of investment to be done.
Oh yeah? Do you have any suggestions? The mistress is looking to make some long-term high gain investments.
Definitely look into the manufacturing. There's some amazing things going on at the minute.
Anybody that you can point me in the direction of?
He'll name you a couple of manufacturers that operate.
Perfect.
Ask you where you're staying.
I think that's a good lead, and the insurance thing's gonna take a bit. I mean, can you think of anything else to do here, for Colin?
Not offhand.
Yeah, I think we go to the hotel.
All right. Do you tell him where you're staying? Do you just exchange information with this guy or something?
Yeah. Just like, oh,
I'll
well,
leave off.
we're over here. If anything comes to mind, or if you hear of anybody who might be interested in, taking on an investor, please, you're welcome to contact us.
He'd ask you what kind of capital you're working with.
Have
you got a
like
merchant
mid-8 figures.
skill?
Do I have a what skill?
A merchant skill of any kind?
Oh yeah, I've got what? Barter? No, that's bartender. Why do I have bartender? I wonder. I have economics.
Show me an
I have
You
economics.
probably wanted barter, but
Actually, finance might be better.
Finance. Oh, lovely.
He's probably got bonuses too, because I spent like a solid week documenting those.
You did. His monocle drops off his eye again and back into his tea. Please call me. What's your number? Please give it to me. Please, please, please.
Yeah, I'll pass it along.
Thank you. I'm really sorry about what happened today. And you say you're staying...
if we find the ring, or insurance comes through for us, then we'll definitely be continuing to think of this place as a investment opportunity.
Best of luck to you. And then you head to that hotel there.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how was your day?
It was good. We almost got attempted kidnapped.
Awesome.
Or we did get attempted kidnapped. And also the ring got stolen, so now we don't have to fence it because insurance is gonna cover it.
Neat.
The best fence is a government fence.
Yeah. Alexi comes out of the side room, and he's dressed.
What are you wearing?
Looking nice.
They left it for me in another room. You think
it is a definite improvement?
You think it not a little ostentatious?
It's very ostentatious.
Honestly, you could pull off ostentatious.
Yeah, it totally is, and it works.
Silva's currently going around in her little purse, and she comes out with a eyeliner and just pulls your face down and starts eyelining you.
It doesn't matter. He's got big, thick glasses over his eyes.
Like welding goggles?
No, like big, thick prescription glasses.
She can
You
lift them up
can
and put
see-
eyeliner on.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
If you could
Yeah, I
see
guess
through
people
them.
can see through those. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a damn good point.
Do you want to make
Yeah.
up roll, Luke, or just do we care?
No, I don't even need a roll. And you do a decent
The-
job.
The other thing that I think helps with the way he's looking now is he's also got a little bit of gangsta swagger.
And gold eyeliner.
Oh, that's gold eyeliner.
Yeah.
Or silver. No, it'd be silver eyeliner.
It is a metallic outfit. It's all shimmery.
Oh, and then for underneath his coat to get things settled correctly.
Was there another outfit in there?
Just for me, they seem to have my size real easy. These fit
We need
perfectly.
something for you here.
Oh. Look over at Gina. You think you could call Matt?
Yeah, I can give it a try. Hey you. What are your measurements?
He'll send you a bunch of numbers on the comms.
I'm shocked the answer isn't. I have no clue.
36, 24, 36.
He just gives like 4 random numbers.
Walks over, pulls out a measuring tape out of her purse, or those cloth ones. Starts going to town.
Which way do you dress, sir?
To the left or to the right? Clothes will get sent up. There
And
will
Rudy
be.
already has a nice jacket, probably.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about me at all.
All right, to dinner.
Extremely posh restaurant.
Unless you guys want to plot while we're getting dressed.
Oh, did you, Volano, did you tell us about your contact? Or is that for dinner?
Oh, that's not even really a contact. That's just setting a lure out there, waiting for somebody to
okay.
nibble.
I think you already got a nibble. He really wanted that gold.
Well, yeah, but he didn't have a specific investment.
Ah.
And we have lead on selling spider.
Yeah, we found a exotic animals dealer.
Awesome. We need to
Very.
do the. We also need to find a fence for the box itself.
That's true.
And
Seems
now
like the kind of thing that's actually maybe useful to have around.
that's true.
It's empty. We'd have to resupply it and get it operational again.
But
And it's a me-sized box.
I do hate to squash the happiness of the money coming in, and then pull out his tablet and show the cost estimate of getting the ship repaired.
Not pretty. Main cost is the antimatter fuel that you need to replenish.
Didn't
you
we
said
just
we
sell
had
that?
Yeah, I thought we had a bunch of that.
You've got a bunch of plain antimatter. Your
Oh, it has to be
ship's
processed.
vacuum fuel is antimatter treated water.
Ah, okay.
Some kind of like ionized substance or something. I don't know. Magic. Future magic.
It has electrolytes.
It's what the vacuum craves.
Don't make me go all Metal Gear Rising on you and drink your electrolytes.
That said, I think as well we might look about getting a more permanent docking solution sorted here.
Here, why here?
It's a good hub for moving gears. If we make these connections, if we don't burn the bridges, this is a prime fence location.
And it is clearly a very wealthy place.
she says, and just goes, at the very least, we should get our ship documented so we're not charged through the tourist noses again.
You know what? The business plan that we've kind of left out there would probably take care of us when it comes to that.
Business plan.
Okay, enough talk of business. We go drink and eat.
Exactly.
Apparently, the real meat here.
Should we be eating real meat if we need to spend that much money on, fixing the ship?
Oh, dinner's on me. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
And you start to get angry, little girl. Of course we do. Glare.
Gina's got the casino to, give her everything for free, essentially, because
I'm
Yeah.
up right now.
it stops her from gambling. She's not gambling right now.
One of those gold bars absolutely has to go to Gina.
Just one.
What am I going to do with a gold bar?
At the high rollers table.
Oh, that's fair. If you want to find me a high roller table that takes the, yeah, I'm in.
I mean, it's not too difficult.
But how about you guys? What are you going to do for fun?
Steal money from people?
She pulls out the violin, am going to find a location.
I really don't think you should be panhandling.
I'm not panhandling.
Oh, okay, good. You're going to find like a real
It's called
venue.
busking.
And I'm not going to be doing it around here. I'm going to be doing it at a high society location.
Like here.
This is fairly high society. Like Vegas Strip almost. Except it's like just 4 real swanky casinos on this small island.
Well, I think dinner happens first.
Yep, definitely.
Your choices are like veal, foie gras, various other baby animals, and animals that have been abused to make them more delicious.
Yeah, what else do rich people eat but cruelty?
Cruelty, there we go. Everything is steeped in cruelty.
So how about you? What do you like to do for fun? She looks over at you.
He'll look at you and think about it for a bit, and he starts typing. Drinking and hanging around with you guys has been fun. Also cooking. I'm still trying to remember things. He stops for a bit as he remembers the chair kicking and says, I guess I just need more time before I get everything back.
No, that's great. Cooking's a lot of fun. We should get you some good ingredients before we take off.
It would be easier if I could cook in space. And then he
I'll
just
get
starts typing.
Right on the phone with the laws of thermodynamics about that.
Like it's like, if only I had gravity in space, and then ...
Oh.
I don't know. We could have somebody like put the oven on like a rope and spin it.
That sounds awful. Let's do it.
That was my plan for like the litter tray. Of a slowly rotating like 0.1 G litter tray.
Right. Like if you want to bake like cookies or something, you don't need it to have a lot of gravity, just a little bit.
In fact,
To be fair, I think everything. If you want to do the cooking, now's the time to do it because it's probably going to be you cook it, you freeze dry it, you move, or you.
less
Oh, I'm
gravity
kind of getting sold on this.
must be amazing for cookies because when your batter's thin and it melts out. Think of the possibilities when the
Oh my
batter's
God.
just a surface tension
A
disc.
spherical cookie?
Cookie puffs.
It wouldn't even be a puff. It would be like a cookie, like a soft, like a cookie meatball.
That'd be difficult to cook.
Sounds amazing.
Again,
No, but
Yeah,
spin it
actually, I
around.
like your like
Centrifuge.
crispy on the
spinny.
outside, soft and chewy on the inside.
Suddenly, you've got me on the idea of like a centrifugal griddle.
They probably actually make those. This has probably been solved.
Yeah, it's like
True.
it's not a cylinder. It's a polygon. It's like a 24 sides in there, and you line your cookies up and it rotates.
It's
Either
weird.
that or everything's like a George Foreman grill.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of George Foremans.
Weird
Actually-
how NASA hasn't spent a lot of time investing in like open flame in space.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, unlike, you can go and have a campfire on the camping 0G camp.
I give SpaceX less than 10 years before they have the space griddle.
Wow, we are totally off topic.
Oh no,
We've been bad this
No,
session.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is not off topic. I feel like this is like literal dinner
yeah,
conversation.
there's some
Yeah.
kind of in-character equivalent to this.
Like I
Okay.
feel like this is our characters having this conversation at the dinner table.
Speaking of, is there anyone about approximately my age in this restaurant?
Mm, no,
No.
no. You're definitely the youngest person in here.
Then I am being extra refined and good-mannered then.
There is like a toddler maybe. Yeah, one family's got a child in a high chair.
You know, guys, I was also thinking recently. I bet this place might have some more information on the sphere thing we found.
That's a good point, actually. At the very least, we need to find some kind of translation software for it.
I bet there's a high society school, anthropological.
Xenoarchaeological.
Wait, a spear. Was
Well,
the
there's
spear
probably,
thing
like-
inside of the other thing.
Yeah, so you've got a perfectly smooth, quite heavy,
Slightly radioactive
slightly
ball.
radioactive ball that was
Out of
inside.
character. If that's a demon core, I'm gonna be laughing so much.
It's too big for that. You'd all already be dead too.
And
Is
then
it-
we've got all the pictures of the sphere.
Yeah, and you've
Is
got
it
And
like,
all
a-
the files.
yeah,
All of the files.
terabytes
With-
of data.
Volano's insider information on Xenotech? Is this the sort of thing that he would know about, or is it brand new?
It's new, This is like beyond what you've found before.
Okay.
But he knows that it's new.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, you know that it's new for sure. The stone spheres, you think bits of 'em might have been found before, but never anything like this one. And definitely no record of any that had something inside them like this.
I wonder if that means nobody has ever checked.
So I like the idea of looking into like a university and finding somebody that knows about this kind of stuff. But I like the idea of figuring it out ourselves more. Like I'm a little worried that we're going to find like a big muckety muck professor who takes a look at it and then has to report it to the authorities.
I'd be
Again, we
more
could-
worried that he just jacks it for himself.
But that
We
too.
could- I mean, I don't think we show them that. I've converted over all the information. Did we get all that information onto my phone?
Well, it's on the ship's server.
Okay, we have all the information on the ship's server. We can drip feed the individual, especially if Volano and I keep up our high society thing that we got going on.
I can also do some research on it if we get the proper facilities.
Each of your phones in this place is a pretty good facility. But there are even more places where you can go and look at stuff. There were precursor artifacts found on this planet. There's a museum of them.
Oh shit, maybe that's our next stop.
The museum?
Yawn alert. It's back in the
don't know.
bureaucratic center.
Maybe they've got some insights that we haven't gleaned yet.
I think that's a good call. Who wants to go tomorrow?
Me?
I'll go.
You rest his own harm.
I'm going to try to
Museum
knock off a few of his items. Gina gestures at Alexi's list.
Nod. Grab one of the bars of gold.
Sure.
How do you plan on knocking off items from list?
Winning enough that you can
Oh,
go buy new ones.
that makes sense.
You're not the quickest at subtext, are you there, buddy?
I mean, in his defense, we probably used to do this all the time, and it's new.
She just says that wasn't making fun of. That was a friend making fun of moment. Like, she says it with a very wry smile.
No, I just learn. Now I try to get all details, because if I don't, I make stupid choices.
I mean, you're
Like
doing.
telling cop we're gonna rob bank.
I mean, things happen. Don't worry about it.
A big bottle of expensive wine gets brought over, and the waiter says it's from that gentleman, and you can see Jason with his 10-gallon hat wink at you over at another table, eating like a giant horse rack of ribs on his own.
Is that a good? Is he a mark?
No, he's our guy for my pet.
Offense.
Ah.
She smiles back. Yeah, he's pretty friendly. Really, really into ranching.
At the end
You
of the
could say
meal,
he's a monster rancher.
I mean, he claims to be. I don't know if it's true or not, but I hope so.
he'll walk over, like, as you're on your desserts, and lean in and say, I just got word on a different kind of game this evening, if any of yous is interested.
I'm always game for a fun game.
Might be a
If he
bit
looks at the table.
gruesome for the young lady.
I have other things to do anyway.
Xenofauna combat on each other, on people. Real, like, ancient Earth gladiator shit, if you know
Oh,
what I mean.
wow. Yeah.
And there's no value added tax if you dig. He winks and touches his nose.
Sure.
I don't mind mixing business and pleasure. Sounds like fun.
Sounds like a party. God, I
Oh.
keep making these and expecting to fail them.
Well, yeah. All right.
I mean, you never have to roll it if you're. The only time you have to roll it is when you want to go against it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys
Yeah.
don't need to roll if you're gonna just fully go into the greed or carousing or whatever.
That's fair.
It's literally
That's
the only time you need to roll them is when you're like going against it.
Sometimes you want to fail. That way you can blame the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're the type of players that understand.
It's true.
Like,
We're also
we
the
are
type of players
all.
that with the wine. Well,
Like,
bring protection is all I'll say, because security won't be showing up if anything goes down. No.
Understood. Thanks for the lead.
I doubt any of y'all can get a license. So if you need private use one of these companies and like airdrop. Jason wants to airdrop dickpic.jpg.
Accept.
List of security companies.
Well, I'm going to look at the group and go, well, I need a chaperone then because someone tried to kidnap me today.
Oh,
Well, good timing then.
You should just
my.
come. You're the rich one. You do the gambling.
Luke, does the sound of creatures murdering each other sound like pleasant to me at all?
Not particularly, no.
No, thank you.
Hui crosses his arms and says, typing, yes, we need more protection on Tiny Boss and sorry, what was the name of your character?
Gina?
Hold on.
Gina.
I'm
I'll
not
stay
sure
with the girl.
Gina need protection. I saw her in sewers.
It's more about deterrent than anything. Nobody wants to actually have to use their protection.
I'll
No.
stay. Like it sounded interesting, but not have to be there.
I want to
go.
try something anyway.
But Gina, we should go back to ship and get a couple of gold bars. This sound like place where we can use those as currency.
Definitely. Well, thanks again, Jason. It's really good advice.
Look forward to seeing you there. Doors open
Absolutely.
at 7. Quite an itinerary. Main event won't start till about 10.
Makes sense. See you there.
Winks again and struts away with his spurs jangling. What did you say you wanted to try something, Silver?
Yeah, she wants to try to. She's gonna look up in the map app if there is a shooting range.
Yeah, there is
She
indeed.
wants to go to a shooting range.
I will take my gun and take her to a shooting range.
Take your own gun.
Yes.
Does she let us know at dinner, or does she break off afterwards?
I mean, you guys are going off to watch a cockfight.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, Volano and I are going off and doing our own thing.
I think you will need to register any weapon you bring aboard the station that's not like a blade.
Then let's just rent one from them, Volano.
Okay.
I know it's been a shorter one today, but I think we're getting to about a point where we should end it. Anyway.
Works for me.
Fair.
Could I try shooting though?
Yeah, absolutely. It does not feel like something you're very great at. But honestly, you did kind of feel something, you know, when that guy grabbed you. And when you look at the people in the shooting range holding guns, you feel like you could take them off them a lot easier than you can shoot them. Like, show me a roll for shooting a gun. Yeah, absolutely terrible. You are not good with the gun.
Okay. Well, then I'll get some pointers from Volano. But when we leave, we get someplace, secure, like the hotel room. Like, hey, Volano, come at me.
Come at me, bro.
The 13-year-old girl is challenging you.
Yeah.
You better not fail.
So I go for an open-handed.
Just a slap.
Yeah.
Slap this girl.
Do I not have any martial art?
What does your savoir-faire tell you is the correct way to strike a girl?
Well, I have savoir-faire, high society, and underworld, so I feel like anything works.
You might actually know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say slap. Either backhand or palm is acceptable.
Do you have a ruler?
Oh yeah, ruler or a slipper. Slipper is common.
I guess I
mean,
could have just rolled dexterity, but
yeah, it'd be DX. I mean, you could evaluate for 2 turns. You could telegraph it.
no, just a quick slap, back of the hand. Not actually
You
going to
hit?
hurt her.
Well, it's coming at you. You could dodge silver, but you feel like it'd be
I want to go for a judo like parry, or
yeah.
maybe not judo, but
You want to try and parry it rather than anything else. Roll 3d6.
not a parry like a the like flow of motion, like Spike Spiegel bullshit.
Let me just double
The
check.
judo parry.
Judo parry, yeah.
Double check, Liv.
Go
No.
parry.
That's definitely a success. Where is that sheet? I accidentally closed it like a numbnuts.
Judo chop. Judo parry.
Defenses.
Yeah, motherfucker.
You have to spend an FP to do it, but you succeed. You feel that you're not quite going to make it, and so you push yourself. And it is indeed a... I will change it, because it sounds like you'd probably prefer that. It's a judo. She grabs your arm, twists it slightly. You can
Suddenly, I'm on my back looking up at the bulkhead.
maybe show me roll 3d6.
Dodge.
Oh man,
Oh.
if she actually had sumo wrestling instead, that'd be amazing.
You don't get a dodge, unfortunately, because she grabbed you on the parry.
Oh, right.
But you can try and resist this throw that she's just making against you with HT or
Nope.
strength or...
Nope, totally let her have it.
Yep, you're on your back. You throw him on the floor by his arm, Silver.
Okay, well, that
answers that question.
yeah, that was pretty impressive. Good job.
You also look and you're holding a knife in your hand suddenly. They were
Like, did I get it off him somehow?
They were a butter knife on the table from like room service or whatever.
Oh, okay. So, like, he went down. I just instinctively grabbed a knife.
So the other three of us go gambling.
Could I actually want to huck the butter knife at him, but not knife side? Want to aim for the non-knife side?
What, like just in the noggin or something, like boing.
Just anywhere.
3d6.
If I'm on the ground, then there is no way I'm dodging this, right?
It's like at a -4. You could spend FP.
Yeah, screw that.
Maybe just DX to
But
cast
she's
it.
also at a -4 to hit you, so.
Yeah, you do hit Silver. Like in the nuts, because he shifts his body to expose his crotch to the knife.
Remember, I was doing blade side down.
Yeah, you just, it's like if someone dropped a knife on your nuts. A butter knife. It don't cut you. But you're in pain. And yeah,
Okay, if we're playing with knives,
throwing it felt less natural. You're just gonna shoot this little girl.
I think the rest
no,
of the...
yeah. And now
I
we're
think
pulling
having
knives
a
out.
fight.
Draw your sword.
So
and
we don't have
main
to do all the rolls, but we're definitely
sparring with this little girl.
pull out my main gauche, but keep the scabbard on.
Let's cut to this final scene, shall we? So it is grim and dirty down underground. Underground, air quotes. The gravity gets higher as you go deeper. You don't really notice it as you're walking downstairs, but then you take an elevator that takes you down a few thousand meters. It feels like maybe a thousand meters, and suddenly, yeah, at the bottom, you feel a lot heavier. You walk down a corridor where there's a bit of a line forming outside a door. There's a guy outside that door with a gun and a bouncer, like, checking people in. Thumping music from the other side. Give me hearing. People who care. If you don't care, you've failed. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Our GM checked quick. Oh yeah, Gina, you hear it. Amidst the thumping bass coming through the wall, you think you pick up some kind of bestial scream. And when you get to the front of the queue and walk in, there is a big pit with a cage around it, and inside there is what can only be described as some kind of dinosaur fighting a guy with a big pole arm. Pole arm. He's like slashed it a couple of times. People are cheering. There's a big scoreboard. Lots of close-up cameras around the edges. And he like runs in and chops at its neck. The Turok cover's pretty perfect.
Oh wow.
And yeah, should we leave it at that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sounds good.
Alright. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. I'm Luke. I GM'd it. We had Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I played Villano, who is constantly on the lookout to make a large amount of money, apparently.
It does seem like you like to do that. We had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Silver, who apparently is also on the lookout to make all the money.
We had James.
Hey, I am James. I play Alexi, and I think he was more on the lookout to keep that ship running.
You do love that ship. We had Lee.
Hey, I'm Lee. I play Gina, and she's not really all that into collecting the money. Easy come, easy go.
More into staking
More
the
into
money.
spending the money.
Yeah. It's in the thrill of the purchase. And we had Everoth.
Hello, I was Ever, and today Hui got a call about his actual abilities.
Oh yeah, that was sick, honestly. That was sick. Full on Jackie Chan, that guy. It's a shame you missed with a tray, else it would have been perfect.
That was a critical miss. Nothing I could have done.
Well. We'll be back at some point. You can catch us just about everywhere at Kobold Cafe, except for our website, which is thekoboldcafe.com. Quick post-credits scene. It's the hold of your ship in that box. The ball rolls slightly, unprompted. That's it. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.